Here's the thing: perspective and investigation. This is Prince William. Now, by the look of that picture, I come to the conclusion that he was upset. See, he was leaving a place and a reporter asked him a question. And from that picture, I'm assuming he got caught in a compromising situation. The reporter asked him a question that upset him. Perspective. That's my perspective on it. Now let's do the investigation. This is the same picture from a different angle. Now, the perspective I had before has shifted a little. With my investigation, I realized, what was the reporter asking him? See, he was leaving the hospital where his wife had their third child. And the reporter asked him, is it a boy or a girl? And he raised up his hand saying, 3, my third boy. Whole different scenario now, right? See, the perspective from the first picture, without a bunch of investigation, gives you a perspective on this man's character that is completely wrong. That first picture, I'm like, how can a prince act like this? My second picture, with the investigation, doesn't put his character in question. Let us not take the little bit of information we have with no investigation and assume something that's not in facts. Character gets assassinated that way. Let's not do that. I say this because sometimes during the day, we go through things and we run into things and it disturbs the whole day. Don't let that happen. When something happens to you, you have your perspective on it. Take a breath and investigate. You may be right, but you may be wrong, and you've worried and got yourself upset over nothing, over something that is not really accurate. I can tell you from experience that sometimes people jump to conclusions against you for something they've seen or something they've heard without investigating, and they assassinate your character, or at least they try to. God is always in the mix, always in the mix. And sometimes he lets these things happen for you to see them so that you can see the true character of the people you're dealing with. Do you get upset when you find this out? No, it's a blessing for you to find this out early in the game. You get on a train and you find out when you get on that you're going in the wrong direction. The best time to get off is at the next stop. Don't wait 25, 30 minutes later and then get off unless you have no choice. At the next stop, get off and start going in the right direction. I am more satisfied with lending you $20 and you not paying me back, and then I know the character that you have, than me lending you $2,000 and then you don't pay me back. I'm going to be a little bit upset because the lesson costs me more. In this life, people, we're going to find out that certain people are not who they claim to be. Investigate. Don't perceive anything. Investigate so you find out who you're dealing with. God puts us in these situations not only to strengthen and to affirm our character, but to show us how to discern people and how to keep ourselves from harm's way. Because God, he says in his word that he will always look after us, right? He hasn't given us a spirit of fear. He's given us a spirit of power and love and of a sound mind. He's working on our minds all the time to make our minds see things before they actually happen, to keep us out of harm's way. Again, perspective, investigation. Perspective is not discernment. Investigation is discernment. So investigate to keep yourself from harm's way and to keep people away from you that have no right to be in the front seat of your life. You control the access that you allow people to have to you. Investigation, discernment. That's what we do. So when you see something, investigate and see if it actually is what it appears to be. And if you didn't know, now you know.